Good morning, Kevin here, and just behind me got Cynthia, and just here
Mimmo.
This is our friend Mimmo.
Hello.
He's coming out on a walk for the first time with us, and Mimmo is the manager of the Red.H. Stop there, Mimmo. Red.H. There it is, Red.H restaurant and grill and bar and everything in Midhurst. And he was saying to us just now that he's not been out of the restaurant or at North Street in Midhurst for 6 weeks. So he's keen to come on a walk with us. So we brought him along the side of the River Rother, which is away to our right hand side. And anybody that knows me, that lives around here, or knows that I live around here, know that I come here quite often, because we've got the iconic Keldry ruins away to our right. And we're going to take Mimmo along this bit of the road by the ruins, out onto the Rother Walk, and then back away from there up onto Midhurst Common. So he's going to see quite a bit of the surrounding area of Midhurst. And but Mimmo is from Naples, is that correct?
That's correct. Napoli.
Napoli. Yes. And clearly you are Italian.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So just let's get a little bit of background about yourself, Mimmo.
Yeah.
How long have you been in England, UK?
I came for a holiday in 1989.
Yeah.
And I met my wife while I was on holiday.
Yeah.
So I was meant to go to the military service.
Okay.
So it was a choice between this beautiful wife and the military service.
Yeah.
So I chose the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I started to work in Italian restaurants, and I hated it because they were not serving Italian food.
Right, yeah.
So I gave it up and I went to work in a hospital.
Okay.
King's College Hospital in London.
Yeah.
I started there as a kitchen porter, and once I was cooking myself lunch, and the manager saw me cooking lunch. She tasted my lunch and she said that I should be cooking for the staff canteen and for the private patients.
Oh right, okay. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was promoted to being the staff canteen chef.
Yeah.
And for the private patients.
Yeah.
And yeah, from then on I worked there for 4 years. I learned all the things that you need to learn in a kitchen about health and safety and HACCP.
Yep.
And then in 1995 I opened my first restaurant in Notting Hill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was a small restaurant with 24 seats.
Yeah. Which
was we were empty for 4 months.
Yeah.
We woke up every morning, we baked bread, and we just made just about enough money to pay the bills and to live.
Yeah, yeah.
But then one day a celebrity walked in and we ended up on the newspapers.
Oh wow.
Brilliant.
And since then on we were very, very successful.
Good.
In bohemian Notting Hill.
Yeah.
And yeah, so then we opened another restaurant in Portobello Road. And yet another restaurant in All Saints Road, all within 400-500 yards of each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Selling a proper Neapolitan food.
Yeah.
If it wasn't cooked by my mother, it wouldn't go on the menu.
Really? Wow.
In fact, we didn't even have a menu.
Yeah.
It was just what we could buy fresh at the market in Portobello Road.
Sure, sure.
So the clever thing was that we would go at 6 o'clock when they were packing away, and we would get all the bargains.
Oh yeah, good idea. Good idea.
And
so
then
no, sorry, come on.
And we pass on the savings on to the customers.
Brilliant.
Because you know you had all this good stuff that was bought at reasonable prices.
Yeah.
And it was fresh.
Yeah, yeah.
And every day you could come and you would have something different. There was always a surprise.
You're good. So you said you had your first restaurant and it was a celebrity that changed things for you.
Yeah.
Can you name the celebrity?
Oh yes, it was Paul McCartney.
Oh wow. Wow.
His daughter, she used to live around the corner.
Yeah.
At 100 West Boom Park Road.
Yeah.
and I didn't know who she was, but I used to bring her lunch
Yeah.
at home.
So was this Stella McCartney that lived round the corner?
Yeah, Stella McCartney used to live at 100 Westbourne Park Road. I was on Chepstow Road.
Yep.
She was at the corner between the Westbourne pub and the Cow pub, which are two famous pubs in Notting Hill, iconic.
Yep.
And I used to bring a penne with aubergines, tomato and mozzarella for her lunch.
Yeah.
I didn't know who she was.
No.
And one day I came out, I was getting myself ready, and she was on TV. And I said, oh, I cook lunch for that lady every day. So, you know, and then I remember the funny thing was that there were other people in the restaurant once Paul visited.
Yep.
And they were asking for autographs.
Oh, right.
And he asked me, do you want the autograph?
Yeah.
I said, no, you can just sign my credit card receipt. And he was very, very happy about that.
Yeah.
He thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And, you know, it developed into a successful restaurant. But,
Yeah.
you need a bit of luck sometimes
Yeah,
in life, don't
absolutely.
you?
Yeah.
Just especially when you're starting out.
Yeah.
We were very young, we were new to the game, we knew how to cook, but we didn't know how to run a business.
Yeah. Well, we're still walking and Mimmo's loving it out in this countryside. But I want to try and find out a little bit more about Mimmo and his career in catering and cooking. And when we were talking to Mimmo just now, we were talking about the fact that he'd sold his restaurants. So Mimmo, from selling the restaurants, what happened then?
Well, I took a bit of time off, and then I wanted to go back to work, but you know, I didn't want to work in London anymore because everyone knew me and I knew people, and I just wanted to get away from it all. So I went to live in Norfolk.
Okay.
For 2 years, and I opened an Italian restaurant in a B&B.
Right.
In Hunstanton, sunny honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't believe a word of it. It's not so sunny. Yes. So so I was there for 2 years. We were awarded 2 A rosettes.
Right. Yeah. Cool.
We got it nice and busy, and then eventually I wanted to move south because Norfolk is cold.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautifully cold.
Yeah.
So I met a very nice couple that they had a restaurant in Chertsey.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Surrey.
In Surrey, yeah.
And in the old town hall.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
It was called Bar 163.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful building, and I got it running from them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was. I spent 4 years there.
Right on. Yeah.
Because it was such a grand building. We used to do a lot of functions. So
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Any birthday parties, and it was great.
Yeah.
And then eventually I wanted to move to London. So a friend of mine that was my kitchen porter in my first restaurant. I gave him his first job in London. He'd done well, and he opened the Italian restaurant in Lavender Hill.
Yeah.
Opposite the Bartesi Art Centre.
Yeah.
And I went to run that restaurant for him, and I ran it for 6 years. Again, we were doing proper Neapolitan pizza in a wood-fired oven. Work of art. 55 seconds, 24 hours rice, very little yeast, very healthy.
Yeah.
Fresh tomatoes, fresh mozzarella.
Yeah.
Just good ingredients. Turn the volume up. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
6 years of that, and then I got a call from a friend of mine, John, that wanted to took the Mulberry over.
Yeah.
From Chris Evans.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't know what Chiddingfold was. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
You don't usually come across Chiddingfold in national papers.
No, you don't.
And yeah, so I went to see John, and we got a Mulberry which was derelict at the time.
Yeah.
It was a little bit abandoned.
Yeah.
And we fixed it. We gave it a Lebanese menu. because John is from the Lebanon,
Uh-huh.
and it worked.
Yeah.
And fell in love with the area.
Yeah.
Met the people from Red.H, which were my customers.
Yeah.
At the Mulberry. They thought I owned it because I always been the owner of a restaurant, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
always behave like the owner. Those traits are left in me.
Yeah.
And we had a chat when they invited me to see the distillery, and they found out that I was not the owner of the Mulberry. So they said, would you like to help us to open restaurants? We have one in Haslemere, and we're planning to open another one in Midhurst and one in Redh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I said, yes, of course. You know, I always like a new venture.
Yeah.
They are nice people.
Yeah.
So yeah, and here we are now in Midhurst,
In Midhurst, yeah.
which is a wonderful place.
Oh, it is lovely,
I
yeah.
am enjoying it. I love the people.
Yeah.
Love the restaurant.
Yeah.
We have started 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's been a bit up and down, you know.
Yeah, of course,
you
it's bound to be.
always have
Yeah.
teething problems when you open a restaurant, but it's been smooth
Yeah.
as far as it goes.
Yeah.
And now we are in the process of establishing a new menu with more local produce and more. We want to be everything local.
Yeah.
So from the gin that we produce to the vodka we produce to everything we buy, tomatoes, everything has to be from around the area.
Yeah, of course.
Because when something is in season and it's local, it tastes better.
Oh, absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
You know, I came into Red.H 5 weeks ago. I think you just opened.
Yeah.
And the way it's all set up, it's lovely. It's light and airy.
Yeah.
You had even though there wasn't many people in there, probably 3 or 4, you could tell there was an atmosphere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's something that struck me straight away. I met Chris first.
Yeah.
Is he your
He's the operation manager.
Oh yeah. And then so I met him first, and then I met yourself.
Yeah.
And you gradually brought different staff in.
Yeah.
And it's great. And I have to say, the food is fantastic.
Yeah, we got a good chef.
Yeah.
Which I work with.
Yeah.
And we managed to find staff.
Yes,
Wow.
exactly. Yeah.
Result.
Yeah.
As everyone knows, it's well documented.
Yeah.
You cannot find staff, but
Yeah.
we
But,
have.
but the thing about your place is, it's just not a place to go and eat. You can go and have a cup of coffee, you can sit and relax, you can just have a drink. So it's an all-purpose
It's
restaurant.
something that we wanted. We want it to be an extension of your living room.
Yeah.
So if you're at home and you want to come in for a chat and a cup of coffee, you can come. You want a gin and tonic, you can come.
Yeah.
You want to sit in the garden and enjoy it,
Yeah.
that's what we'll be there for. We want to be part of the community in Midhurst.
Yeah.
We are opening more restaurants, but we don't call us a chain.
No.
Chains don't employ people like me.
No, that's right. Yeah, absolutely.
So
Look, anybody watching this that then goes into Red.H, try their toffee vodka. I am not a spirit drinker, but the toffee vodka with ice, oh my word, that is something else, and you can feel it going all the way down.
and we are giving away 100 miniature bottles of toffee vodka.
Oh yeah.
So you can come in and get your free sample.
So so each time you go through the door,
No, each time.
So if
no,
I
Kevin,
ca-
that's not the concept, Kevin.
so if I come in a dozen times, I get a free bottle.
No. No.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
That one you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah.
See this guy?
Yeah.
Watch him. you need to watch him very carefully. So let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
If you come to visit us, first come, first serve.
Yeah.
We got toffee vodka,
Yeah.
which obviously it tastes great.
Yeah.
We make the bread and butter pudding
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
It's an Italian bread and butter pudding with toffee vodka, so I use panettone instead of bread.
Yeah.
I give it a plum and apricot glaze with the toffee vodka and serve it with vanilla ice cream or with
Yeah.
cream or with whatever you want.
Yeah.
Really,
It is.
you know, we're there to do what you want, not what we want.
No, it's exactly.
It's called hospitality.
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah. and you know, personally, I wish you all the success because
Thank you very much.
it's a great place to go into.
Well, you know, there's a number of nice places in Midhurst.
Yeah.
We all need to earn our crust.
Yeah.
and we all need to keep the town vibrant and alive.
Absolutely.
So nobody wants to see empty shops.
No, no.
Nobody wants to see empty restaurants.
No,
so,
that's right.
You know, we've had a lot of being locked away for a while.
Yep.
So now it's time to get out and back and let's support the local community.
Yeah. And we need to enjoy the rest of this walk. So the Mimmo's going to open the gate for us. Yeah. We're going to go through.
Okay.
That's it. Where's Cynthia? Where's Nemo? Let's get us all together. Well, we've done, well, not quite completed our walk. Still got to go that way a bit, but it's a nice place to end the video. So don't take notes. So this will be Kevin, Mimmo and Cynthia saying bye-bye, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to follow, like and subscribe to Kevin's Rambles.